After I graduated, I joined the Army, became a helicopter pilot, flew in Germany for 5 years, and then got a job flying for corporate America out of New York City. Let's see, I flew during 9/11 rescue support after the World Trade Centers fell down. I've since retired. I flew jets and helicopters all over the world, and I now have a home in Florida and one in New Jersey, and I own a restaurant with a couple other partners in the New York metropolitan area called Ossobuco Italian Grill. If you're ever in New York, come and have some good Italian food.
Since I finished playing, I'm actually still here in Springfield, which is fun because I get to come support the Bears all the time. But I've just started as a financial representative through Northwestern Mutual, so I'm loving that. There's lots of former Bears athletes all working there, so it's a fun environment and I'm having a good time.
Well, I graduated and I got 25 years in public school system, then retired, and I still do a little bit of pitching lessons for young kids.
I got a job with a construction company, and I'm a project engineer out there in St. Louis, but I'll be moving to Kansas City to work on that project for 14 months.
I'm just now retiring from the University of Missouri at Kansas City, where I spent 21 years teaching and in the physical education department. One of the highlights of my life after being here at then SMS, I was able to go to the U.S. national team in a sport called team handball, and I got to play in the Olympics in 1984.
I'm a coach. I've coached at the high school level and the college level. I'm currently coaching at Crowder College in Neosho. This is my 12th year there.
Well, since I left here, I got to play basketball after college. I played for the Colorado Explosion and the American Basketball League for 3 years, and then since then I've been with Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Company for 20 years, and I am married to Forrest, and we have 2 awesome boys. This is Max, and my other son's name is Parker. Max is 10 and Parker's 11, so they're the greatest gifts of my life. When I left here, I started to teach. I am a high school math teacher, and so right now I am currently teaching at Reed Spring High School. I live here in Nixa, and I am teaching the upper level classes of math. That'd be the dual credit classes of college algebra, calculus, trig, and enjoying every minute of it. And I'm not coaching, but I am involved with helping with the books, and so I'm still got my fingers in the sports, but not necessarily coaching.
In my opinion, to be a Lady Bear, to me, really, I could sum it up in 2 words. It's family and it's tradition. There's not a whole lot of women's programs in the country that have the long-standing tradition that the Bears have, but more importantly, it's a family. Once you are in the Lady Bear family, and that's the players, the coaches, and it's extended to the community, we have such incredible fans, and it's really fun for me still being in Springfield. I get to come back and still just be a part of this awesome family here and see all of the people that I've built such great relationships with over the years.
Being a Lady Bear requires a lot of positive thinking and being proud of the university and all they have accomplished, the 2 Final Fours, and all the different players that have gone on to greater things. It's so interesting to see what all they accomplish in their lives.
Well, you can be proud to be a Lady Bear because of the history, the long history and tradition of not only Lady Bear basketball but for all the other sports here on campus.
Being a Lady Bear has just been so awesome, you know, to be able to come here and have the opportunities that we have. It just goes with you for a lifetime, from the competitiveness, the drive, the friendships you make, the teams that you have, the coaches that you play for. It just gives you so much, and I was blessed to be a Lady Bear.
I'm proud to be a Lady Bear just because of all the amazing and successful women who have come before me, and just being able to represent them, being able to represent the school, and just being able to represent the university. It's a great feeling, and it's something to be proud of.
It's impacted my life in a great way. I feel like I'm a part of a program that has a lasting legacy. It's taught me a lot about life and how to deal with things. I feel like I played for a great coach who has been a mentor to me and helped me, and not only in my growth as a coach, but also in my personal life as well.
Very, very intensive, deep relationships that you build here. They're not short-term, they're lifetime relationships. So it's just a really you feel like you're a family no matter how long you've been gone, and when you come back, it still feels like home.
Oh, it's pride all the way for me. This program meant the world to me, and it set the foundation for me to be successful in the rest of my career and the rest of my life.
The kids had pride in playing for Southwest Missouri State, and when we went to tournaments, state tournaments, regional tournaments, the people knew where we were from.
It's a sense of pride. I played in the 70s, so that was kind of the early times, and it's been very rewarding to see how the program has grown over the years.
It means you're a very strong woman, that teamwork and unity means a lot.
I would say the best memory by far was winning conference my sophomore year. Man, that feels like a while ago. Winning conference my sophomore year, there's just not a better feeling than being a champion. We got to go to the NCAA tournament after, so that was a really cool experience.
The players that I had, they worked hard, they had fun, and I just made sure that they went to school and they did what they were supposed to be doing in the classroom as well.
Being able to play with some really good gals and have a successful program and be able to play that we never played in high school. I never played in high school, so that opportunity to play and compete was my thing.
They did not think girls should play sports, and so we traveled in school cars and we made our own uniforms, and we did get to play basketball and some of the other sports, but Mary Jo Wynn was our coach for all of them.
I have a memory of Dr. Wynn as I was a senior in college. She took us to the very first national championships for college teams, which was out in Long Beach, California, and she drove us out there in her personal car and with a university vehicle. It took us 3 days to get there, and we played for about 3 or 4 days, and then we had to drive back. But Dr. Wynn was at the forefront of even that, so that was a fun trip and a very enjoyable one.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is just all the relationships that I've made. The mentorship from different coaches, just how much my experiences here at SMS Missouri State has made in my life. Those relationships.
I mean, I have a lot of great memories, but I mean, we won 4 conference outright championships. We won 4 conference tournaments while I was here, and we made 4 NCAA tournament appearances with a Final Four and a Sweet 16. I mean, you just can't beat that. Those are icing on the cake right there.
I've got very fond memories of the 4 years that I was here. I can still remember Coach Burnett coming into my house and saying, if I can get the players that I'm looking for, I'm going to go get us to the Final Four, and she did that. And it was my senior year, and it was an outstanding. I would have done anything for the lady. She was a great lady, and I would have done anything for my teammates. And I got a great education and got to play basketball for 4 years. So it's a great feeling.
A memorable moment is after we lost at the Final Four and we came back to the airport, there were thousands of people to greet us, even though we had lost.
We love our coach, Burnett. We really do. She's so much more than a coach to us. I just really wanted to tell her personally how much we really care about her, how much we love her, and that we are always supportive of her and always will be there.
And here for her whenever she needs us.
And if we get in trouble, we can call her at 3 o'clock in the morning.
She's still that.
That's Renee. Everybody else is better now.
Bless you.